just moments away. It's the Raiders and the Vikings, next on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Vikings. It's an 89-yard kick return. Have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. DeAndre Carter returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. It's a screen to Richard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Daniel Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. It would have been a long field goal. Fake doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On play action, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, 27 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo now. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really... They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 63 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work up. Return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. From the 39, Cousins. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drop.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole down. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Fighting his way through contact. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40. On first down, it's Cook. Trucks over him, runs through another.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins forced out to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellet shootout. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaway.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. And with just 1 second remaining. of the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombed. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Here's Carter now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down now, Richard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Counter play with Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. KJ Osborne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. this offense continues to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Here's Carter now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off. Passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Madison getting it again on second. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now a give to Madison. Oh, he bowls over it. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. Pushes past him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Renfro. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help. No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play. Steps away. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of